Hi, everybody. All this week, I'm giving you some practical tips on how to share your life message with other people. Is anybody going to be in heaven because of you? I want you to be able to say, that person is in heaven because I shared my testimony with them. Yesterday, I started giving you a list of just some practical suggestions. Let me continue in that list today. Remember, our theme verse is Psalm 96:2, which says, each day tell someone that he saves. Tell them that the Lord saves. Here's another tip. Don't exaggerate pre-conversion sins. Don't brag about it. Well, I was a drug addict when, you took 2 aspirin one time, or, I was this terrible sinner when, you shoplifted once or something like that. Just don't, people don't care about how bad a sinner you were. And by the way, don't make negative remarks about other people's religion. And if you came out of another denomination or another religion, I wouldn't even mention it, okay? Because the moment you say, well, I was raised Buddhist, or I was raised Catholic, or I was raised Muslim or Mormon, well, everybody else is going to go, well, I wasn't. So don't worry about that. Look for the common denominators. Now, here's another thing that may surprise you, but I would say don't quote a lot of scriptures. I would say that when you give your testimony, at the most, you should have just one Bible verse in your testimony. This is not a sermon. This is a story. It's your story of how Jesus changed you and the changes that he made in your life. So don't try to get in there and quote every scripture, these and the thous and the therefores and how, where arts. Just share your story. By the way, as you're writing it out, don't try to answer questions they haven't asked. Sometimes you're trying to say, well, and then I had to prove to myself that there was a God. Well, most people don't have a problem with that. The vast majority of people believe in God. They just don't have a personal relationship to him. The most important thing is to give some concrete examples of the changes in your life. And the more specific you are, the more dynamic it'll be. It's like, I was headed toward financial ruin, but when I started applying the principles of Scripture, things got better, or the stress level went down, or my marriage got put back together, or whatever. Just the more specific, the more dynamic. Again, avoid using dates and names and ages. It doesn't matter to them. Now, here's the important thing. Practice your testimony. Say it over and over till it feels good and sounds good. Read it aloud and edit it to make it conversational. In fact, you might read it to your friends and family. Read it to your small group. Say, I'm working on my testimony. I want to get it under 3 minutes. Read it to them and let them make suggestions. All right? Tomorrow, we're going to come back with one more day of practical suggestions on how you can form your life message to the world. See you then.